Hello and good morning, and welcome to the fifth episode of Junior J's Uncaged. I'm Nathaniel Kramer.
And I'm Christian Bowman.
Let's get into it.
So starting off today with a little bit of a recap, some soccer action. So on March 26th, the Buena Vista soccer game was postponed due to some pretty unfortunate cold and rainy and just dreary conditions all around. And that game got postponed, and unfortunately it has not been rescheduled yet. So nothing much to say about that except the fact that it hasn't happened yet. But the next day after that game was supposed to happen, Prep played at Omaha Central. I predicted Prep would win 3-2. Kramer predicted 3-1, and Prep put up a dominating performance, beating Central 3-0 in downtown Omaha on their own field. And even though we both predicted a win, Kramer was closer because he had one less goal Central scoring than I did, so he is up 1-0 for that. And then you've got a couple days later, on the 1st of April, Prep played Omaha North. Once again, an absolutely dominating performance, winning 6-0, beating them by such a large margin on their home field. And that's just, I'm not going to say I'm surprised because I know what this team is capable of, but 6 goals out of any soccer team is for sure an amazing offensive performance. But I predicted Prep would win 4-0. Kramer predicted Prep would win 4-1. And even though we both predicted a win, I was closer, so we are tied up 1-1 with that.
Yeah, very similar to the Buena Vista postponement. One of our games against Lincoln North Star for baseball this past week got postponed. No set date yet, but we're trying to get that through. But then Prep was able to go out to Lincoln East. Sadly, they lost 4-3 against an undefeated Lincoln East team. Definitely one of the top teams in the state.
Sure.
I'm not. There wasn't much offense. We had 6 hits and they had 3, but it all came down to errors and walks, which was unfortunate that we lost that game. It was down to the wire. I loved it. It was great. I predicted that we would lose 8-5. Christian said it would be 6-3. So Christian will get that point. He was closer. So he was up 2-1 right now. Then we had a doubleheader at Rockhurst. First game went out without a hitch. Prep won 10-4. Sadly, the second game was canceled due to continuous lightning delays, so they weren't able to get that second game in. Luckily, I predicted the first game 8-3. Tacebo's 2-1, and so I'll take my win there, get my point, and now we are tied up 2-2.
Wonder if we both lose points because we predicted the second game would happen.
Maybe. We're tied either way.
True.
And then recently, we have our game against Bell West. Rough game. We lost 13-6. A couple guys played pretty well. Henry Bartholomew got his second home run of the year. And Garrett Anderson, a sophomore, had his first home run of the year. So it's great for those two that they were able to just get that ball over and just see that. Even though Bell West had 13 runs, they had only 12 hits. We walked them 11 times. Whoa. 11 walks is absolutely brutal.
That's crazy.
I'd be surprised if we could beat anyone walking 11 people. So that's really unfortunate. I predicted that we would lose 4-6 that game, and Sivo said 5-4 we would win. So I will take that win, predicting the loss.
Very sad.
I'm now up 3-2. Haha.
Dang it.
And then finally the Papio South game, which happened last night. We lost 11-8 here at Jurgensen Park. The game was close. We were down 7-6 going into the 7th, and we just couldn't. That top of the 7th just did not go well for us. Gave up 4 runs. But then South pulled away. Really unfortunate game. Tried coming back. We got a couple runs, but we couldn't get all the way.
Well, I mean, it seems as if we seem to put up a lot of defensive performances in those first couple games that you recap, but now it seems that we're struggling on the defensive side. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Defense and offense, at least this game, we only had 8 hits as a team. We did have 4 stolen bases, but we only had 8 hits, and only 5 of our guys got walked. So there was a lot of stuff that could be improved on from this game. But there's a lot. I mean, it's still early in the season.
sure,
We still have a lot of baseball left to play. Enough time to polish up before Metro and districts.
for sure.
Sadly, both of us predicted we would win that game. I said we would win 7-3. Christian said 8-1. So neither of us got any points. So for this week, I win, winning 3-2.
Dang it. So, shifting gears a little bit to some track and field. Recently, we had it was the Chieftain Invite 1 week ago today, actually, as we're recording this last Thursday. So, Prep came in second to Bellevue West, but we still had a lot. We still had a lot of great performances, including Denny Chapman winning the 3200, Max DePuter winning discus, and Aropa Cole winning the triple jump. And another added bonus that wasn't on our script was that Prep won the big man relay that was going on that day. I believe it was Max DePuter, Jake Brocky, and Aslan and Drew Jarrett that won that for us. Dominated the big man race. So
Yeah.
that's for sure. That's for sure an amazing feat from that tournament.
Yeah. Watching the big man relay is always fun. Just seeing the bigger guys run, which they're used to throwing. It's very entertaining.
Absolutely. It takes your breath away, like if you're running and watching, like literally. But now looking a bit at some soccer that we have coming up. We have a couple games coming up. We've got, starting off with a game that we have tonight, Bellevue East playing at 9:25 p.m. You heard that correct. 9:25 p.m. is what it says on Max Preps. So that'll be interesting to have a little late night game down in Leahy tonight. But Prep is 5-1, Bell East is 2-5, and I predict that tonight Prep will walk away with a W, winning 3-1.
I think we're going to shut them down, similar to that Omaha North game. I think it's going to be a nice 4-0 victory. I really believe in our team. I think we're very good this year, and the Bell East shouldn't get anything with us.
For sure. And looking ahead a little bit, on the April 11th, you've got Prep playing what many are saying is the number 1 team in the state right now for soccer, the Gretna Dragons, in Leahy Stadium at 4:30 p.m. Gretna is undefeated as of April 4th when we're recording this, 7-0, and Prep is 5-1. And I think that even though we've been doing great, I think this will humble us a little bit, playing such a great team that we faced last year during state. So I think that we will not. I think that we will not win. We will lose 3-1 on April 11th to them.
Yeah, I think we're going to keep it close early on. It'll be a battle back and forth, but then at the end, Gretna's gonna come out and get some momentum, get a couple goals at the end of the game, and take it home 4-2. Prep losing to Gretna.
That's valid for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got some more. We've got some more things coming up too. Shifting the topic a little bit back to track and field. You've got the Kearney Invitational tomorrow at Kearney. That's going to be a very long day of travel, several hours each way. I've heard, I'm not in the meet tomorrow, but I've heard that the bus is leaving tomorrow bright and early at 7:15 a.m. with plans to not get back until around 10 or 11 p.m. that Friday. So let's just hope that however Prep performs, that it's worth traveling several hours each way for. Hopefully we get a nice win out of that, but if not, it's always a chance to get better.
Yeah, it'll be a long day for those guys competing tomorrow. Wish them luck. Hopefully they do well.
Absolutely.
Now moving on to baseball this next week, we do have a out-of-town tournament in St. Louis. First round, we're facing DeSmet Jesuit at 6 p.m. It's going to be tough. I mean, it's a St. Louis game. Out of state tournaments are always tough to get the rust off first game. So I think we're probably gonna we'll start off a little slow, but then we'll bring it back up and start to hit the ball around. We'll take a nice 7-3 win.
For sure. I could definitely see that happening. But I think that given our defensive and I guess offensive struggles lately, I think that this is going to be kind of a regrouping game for us to be able to find, where we need to execute better. So I think Prep will still win this game, but it will just be by a smaller margin of a 5-4.
And then after that, that's their first round game. It's a pool of 4, so they have a second round game, win or lose. So hopefully that is to be announced winner of the other pool. So I will hope that the team wins and then comes back home with a tourney win. That'd be great for the guys, great for the district for placements.
Absolutely.
And so hopefully that goes well for them. And then coming back, we have Bellevue East on April 8th, next Monday, 7 p.m. game here at Jurgensen Park. Bellevue East currently is not the greatest team, and compared to us, I think we're gonna have a great game. Whether it be a bounce back from the tourney or a momentum continues for a bunch of wins, then I think we are going to win this game 10-1.
For sure. It's going to be a dominating performance. I agree with you on that, but I think that we won't put up as much in the run game, but we will perform defensively very dominantly. So I believe that we're going to win that game 8-0 after we figure a lot of things out going into the next few days after the Desmet tournament.
Mm-hmm. And finally, we have a golf varsity invitational at Pacific Springs Golf Course. Golf team is looking pretty good this year. They've had one tournament and they got second place. So I'm really hopeful for the team. I've heard great things from the coach, Mr. Razgorshek. I'm really hopeful for this team.
As am I. I think that we've got a bright future ahead of us. Maybe another state championship for Mr. Razgorshek.
Yeah, that'd be great. Well, thank you for tuning in today. Today was episode 5 of Junior J's Uncaged. Have a good one.
Have a good one.